That's a big rapport building opportunity.
Absolutely. It's not only rapport, but you're also figuring out what you're going to do next. Like
Yeah.
I always talk about the 3 hats in this business, right? Like that we
Mm-hmm.
have to be a delivery man first. When we get to the door, maybe we're not so concerned with what's inside of the box, but we bring the box to the door, and that's the lead, right? If you're door knocking and you're calling on the person, you're not really getting into the meat of what's inside the box. You're just delivering it, the box. But at some point you take that off and now you become a detective. You're talking to this person because they want, a crime was committed. What was the crime? Well, if it's a mailer lead, they sent back the piece of mail. If it's a social media lead, they filled out their information. If it's an inbound call, which is really the way we work our call center process with, if it's an inbound call, they called you, right? So now the detective is in the scene and he's got to figure out a crime was committed. You called me. Now it's time to figure out what exactly went wrong. And that first question of, have you ever had the unfortunate experience of placing a loved one in the ground? It's got to keep going. It doesn't stop. You don't just leave it there. You get into, okay, well, how long ago was that? Do you remember how much that funeral cost? Do you remember how in that experience, the way you felt, the way your family members felt, did they make decisions quickly or was it a long time, right?